Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined right now by one half of an absolutely stellar female bout that's going on BCMMA card. I have Cornelia Holm joining me. Thank you very much for taking some of your time out in your day to speak with me.
Yeah, thank you.
No, pleasure. Now, this is a Scandinavian fight kicking off down in the UK. I've got to ask, Cornelia, how did you link up with BCMMA? How did this come about, this matchup?
Actually, I was down in Copenhagen and trained with Anna Elmose. I don't know if you know who she is.
What's her name
having
again?
Her first fight. Do you hear me right now?
Yeah, what was her name again?
Anna Elmose. Anna Elmose. She trains out of fights out of Rumble Sports. She got her first fight in the UFC.
Oh yes, yes.
Rotterdam. Yeah. So I was down there and training with them, and her husband and trainer too. He asked me if I wanted to fight, and I said yes, and it was this fight.
Ah,
yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. So you're
so
fighting.
it was he who hooked me up.
Wicked. So you're fighting Camilla Mannes, or Mannes, however you want to pronounce it. Have you looked into her yourself? Have you looked at any of any kind of footage? Have your coaches been doing it, or are you just the kind of fighter that does your own game, does your own thing, and when you turn up for the fight, you impose your own game plan?
I have one fight. A friend of mine met her last year at the European Championships.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look at that fight with my coach and see what she's all about. Yeah.
Well, I've watched a bit of footage of her, and she is. Do you know what? This is a classic grappler and striker fight. You know, you like to get your grappling close. You like to have the clinch fight. She seems the kind of girl who likes to stand and throw. You know, she keeps it. What I like about it is she keeps it simple, straight 1-2. You know, and I think fighters these days, they're looking for the flashy stuff. And I think what they don't understand is you keep it basic and you can win every day. And you know that's
if it's good.
Yeah, exactly. You know, as long as you've got your technique right on your basic principles, you can always fall back on that. I think too many people these days go for the flashy stuff rather than having their basics nailed. You know, drill the basics, get that under. Like we spoke before, you like your grappling, your wrestling. Is that something then that you're looking to keep as a strong set in the fight game? But your striking then, how are you evolving your striking to bring it up to your grappling level?
Actually, I've fallen in love with the striking, so the last year I've been striking way more than grappling, way more. So my striking has improved a lot. So I'm starting to feel really confident in my standing game, and
Yeah, I was going to say, I noticed, because you like the clinch game, and I've noticed a few times when you were in the positions, you had opportunities to throw knees in like a Muay Thai stance, kind of clinch work, and obviously I could see that you have a more, from the fights that you had a more wrestling fundamental, which was why you weren't throwing the knees in the clinch, because it just wasn't natural because of wrestling. And it's nothing against wrestling. Wrestling's great. Have you found now that you've started to see those opportunities, and when you're training, for example, when you're sparring, and you're starting to take them on more?
Yeah, for sure. Like a year ago, I didn't throw any kicks. I didn't do anything. I just did like 1-2. Didn't do anything else. Now I throw kicks all the time. I do knees, and I'm learning every day, and it's starting to fall in place. Everything.
I was going to say, next question was, with your training, are you cross-training? And what I mean by that is, are you going to, you said you went going down to a different gym. Are you going to different gyms to learn specific martial arts or train with certain people? Are you trying to get more information from different sources, so to speak?
Not really. My gym is super good, I think. And we have the best MMA coach in Sweden for sure. The best MMA coach
Best, the best. That's it. He's the
yeah,
best.
he's the best. So we got everything we need. We don't have any women though, not any female fighters. We got only like jiu-jitsu girls and that. So sometimes I go to other clubs to train with girls in my size.
Right. I was going to say, it's not the worst thing having someone not your size, for example. It does help with sparring if you've got a female that's around your same weight, speed, and, you know, getting used to their strength.
Yeah.
But if you're training with men who are close to your weight class, let's say, even if they're like 10, 15, 20 pounds, even 30 pounds out, it's not the worst thing, because, for example, when I trained, there was kids starting off, and they were fighting in the 145 division, and I was in the 205. So, you know, we would train together, spar together. Obviously, I would not hit them like I would hit someone who was bigger. I wasn't that bad. And when I rolled, I would roll lighter, but it's, you know, because I could just lie on top of them and tap them out by sitting on their chest. But I saw that they developed from it. You know, they got used to that strength. They got stronger quicker. So when they had guys who were their weight, they were just monsters in it.
Yeah. The problem is though that you can't know how good you are.
Yes.
You can't, and you don't know how much effort the guy you're training with, how much weight he's going with, or how much strength. So, yeah, if they're too soft on you, it's not good. You need to test your strength against an opponent your own size sometimes. But I've always been training with guys my whole life. All my wrestling career was only guys, so I like that. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, it's something you're used to. I was going to say, because obviously you said there's not, you know, many females around. Have you noticed though the interest from women into MMA in Sweden? Because obviously it is big in Sweden. It is big MMA. You know, look at the UFC. You got Gus, you got Latifi, you've got a handful of fighters there, and you even got people like Jimmy Mannes going up to Sweden to train. And I also, you know, there's other fighters I know are going up there all the time. Have you found that there's maybe been a slight increase in women's interest?
I've only been doing this for 3 years now. But I don't know. It's hard. Because there's a lot of girls doing like Muay Thai. There's a lot of girls doing grappling. But I don't know. Either they like to hug, or they like to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
They don't like the combination. I don't know. But I hope there will be more and more when the sport is new in the female category. So.
Well, loves mean hugs. Hey, hugs mean love, remember? Yeah, so everyone loves a hug. But maybe you could be spearheading the female Swedish revolution, let's say. You know, that's something you got to think about. You know, even though it's early in your career, that's something that you might not know in a couple of years that could take effect, really.
Yeah.
You know, you've got BCMMA, obviously you're going to the UK to compete. Have you got people at home interested in the fact that you're going across overseas? Is it people been talking to you about it?
Yeah, all my friends and family are interested. I know people at work. No magazine has written about it so far. But,
we can make that happen.
No television interviews, no.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. No.
Well, the thing is, though, it gets shown live. It's streamed online, so you know there's a lot of people will be able to watch it as well back home, which is good. That's the thing you got to be pushing. You know, you can have like people having little gatherings and join up to watch the card and watch your fight, and I think it's awesome. You know, I think it's awesome that they're doing that.
For sure.
I'll have to admit though, my Swedish. Sorry.
It's streamed live. That's new for me. I didn't know that. It's streamed live.
Yeah, they've got it on. They had it on their last show as well. There was like a deal they had on with. Oh my god, my mind went blank. Is it MMA TV? I think it's called. Do you know what? Let me try and be a smarty pants and Google it right now. Do you know what? While we're here, because I am, like I said, I'm not the smartest man. You see, MMA TV live, is it? Yeah, they had their last show on, and I'm pretty sure they got it. Oh, that's it. Yeah, MMA TV Live. That's it. Got it. Right there.
Oh, okay. Cool. I have to tell my mother.
And yeah, they've got it on there. They actually on the first post is the first pre-order that one. BCMMA, May the 7th. BCMMA pre-order the pay-per-view here, and I don't think it's much. But then again, if you get a handful of people together, you know, your happy days. There you go. Yeah. I will send you the site thing, so don't worry, I'll sort you out with that one. I'll help you on that side of things.
Awesome.
Not a problem. Thanks. My pleasure. My Swedish, though, I have to admit, my Swedish is a little limited, even though I used to deal with Sweden when I used to work in a company a little while back. I used to work.
Okay.
Yeah, it's. I can say this is the limitation I have. I used to say this to every time I called up. God dag.
God dag.
Ah, it's close. Yeah. That's about good day. That's how I start. That's how I'd start the conversation, and then I'd go to English.
Okay.
It's not bad.
It's kind of limited then.
That's limited, but it's a start. Well, I've not got enough Swedish friends. That's my excuse. That's my excuse. But I tell you what, your English is absolutely stellar, and the good thing is, what people won't realise is that transitions well. Because if you can do English and Swedish, you're hitting a lot more people with your, when you come across for interviews like you're doing now. It's a good thing to have. It's a lot of fighters, for example, in Brazil, who are absolutely killing it on the MMA scene because they don't have that transition to English. They're not. It doesn't transpire as much. They don't transpire as much, and this is something I think. There's only little things that people don't. A skill set is huge. How you perform in a cage is massive. But this right now is another thing you've got an advantage over people, that maybe didn't know. So you got to think. You got a good sign here. It's good. It's good positive energy here. I'm feeling good things for you. Obviously your Instagram. You're updating that with kind of little bits that you're doing with training and stuff like that. It's good that you're doing that as well. And I keep an eye on it. It looks like you're training your backside off. You're getting. You're getting pumped. I'm sure you're going to put on a great performance as well for everyone at home, for yourself. We talked, obviously, you said you've done a lot on your striking. I'm looking forward to seeing how you're striking, how you perform with your striking, how it goes, how it plays out. It's obviously, because you've been training with guys, you've got a female to fight with now. It's going to be good. One thing I got to ask, though, with your weight management, how are you looking after your weight? Are you making sure you're staying close to your weight class all year round? Do you drop much weight? Are you crazy with your weight cuts? How do you manage your own weight?
This is actually the first time for me in bantamweight. I've only been competing in featherweight, so I usually weigh, kilos, or do I have to? Yeah, I usually weigh like 69 kilos. So, yeah. But in the World Championships in July, I'm going to compete in bantamweight. So, like a month ago, I started to cut weight or go on a diet or whatever. Yeah. So, my weight, when I got this fight a week ago, was like 66. So,
good, close.
So I had like 5 kilos to cut.
Yeah, not bad.
Today I just weighed 3 kilos above. So
good. You're doing it in a nice slow pace. It's good. You're not doing it drastic. That's the thing. Because last thing you want to do is cut a lot, feel weak, and not perform. You're doing it. You're breaking it down. So, like you said, in July, you're off to Vegas. Are you on the amateur competing in the World Championships? How? And you're going to be on UFC Fight Pass as well. Oh, and look. I've got UFC Fight Pass. I have UFC Fight Pass, ladies and gentlemen. So that means, guess what? I'll be tuning in. I'll be watching. Yeah, I don't have a girlfriend, but I have a UFC Fight Pass, so that is my girlfriend, if that counts. Yeah, that's why I tell people.
I'm not sure if that counts. But
it does. We have dates.
Depends how you look on girlfriends. Maybe.
But that's my girlfriend. We have dates. We meet up. We do things together. Like I watch and it's great. That's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Good.
People, it's awesome. I love Fight Pass. I can't wait. We had a gentleman on the show a few times now. Great guy. He's actually top man. A guy called Jose Torres. He won the World Championships twice. Yeah, top man. You know, it's a great platform for people, especially moving up into professional ranks. You know, it gets you that experience of fighting people around the world, seeing where you're at. You know, you're gonna have a great time. You know, it's gonna be awesome. The people you meet as well, and it's on International Fight Week. You know, for UFC. So that is awesome. We've no idea what UFC 200 main event is yet. They probably announced it probably 2 minutes ago, but who cares? But it's going to be awesome for you. That's going to be a great experience. You must be absolutely buzzing about it.
Yeah, I am.
It's okay. Hold your excitement in. Yeah. Right, relax, sit down. You know, don't get too excited.
I'm more focused than excited right now. But I'm super excited, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's good to be focused. Yeah, you got to fight ahead of you before then. Yeah, so it's I suppose your mind is elsewhere at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. Sensible to have that. Being a smart person, it's a smart woman. That's good. Look, I don't know why you're speaking to me if you're smart, but anyway, before I let you shoot off, before I let you get going, because I don't want to take up too much of your time, can you let people at home know what your social media is, if they want to follow you, like you say on Instagram, you've got your Instagram, if you have Twitter, Facebook page, whatever you have, do you want to put it out there now for people to jump onto?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have Twitter, but I got Instagram, and it's Cornelia Holm
underscore
MMA. Yeah, so it's CORNELIAHOLM _MMA.
I will
and my name is Cornelia Holm.
Yes.
On Facebook.
And I will put Cornelia's link up to her Instagram on the description below. When you're listening to this, ladies and gentlemen, you can jump in the description. It'll be there. Click it, like her, follow her, and join her on her journey from amateur to pro to world domination. It's just time. Just going to take a matter.
For sure.
Exactly. It's only a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen. So jump on now, so you can sit there and go, "Hey, I followed this woman back then. I remember her. She'll remember you all, people." What about? Have you got any sponsors, or are you just because you're amateur, you don't have any sponsors for now?
I've got a couple of sponsors. I got Locals. This nice shirt here. Locals Apparel, a local brand here in Gothenburg. Really nice clothes. And then I got BSV, Architects and Engineers.
Okay.
Those are my biggest sponsors. And then I got I don't know how to say this in English. It's massage center in Gothenburg, and it's called the Massage Center.
Yeah.
They got the best masseur in Gothenburg, Ariel Selvani. He's awesome. So if some of you need that and you're in Gothenburg, contact him. It's great.
Yeah, you can say it in Swedish, it's fine. I'm sure people in Sweden will be listening, so it's fine.
Yeah, of course. Massagecentrum. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say yeah. And what about
do it.
What about last but not least? You said your coach is the best in Sweden. Give a mention to your coach, your training partners, and just people who have been supporting and helping you train and stuff like that.
Yeah, the best coach in the world, Joachim Engberg. He's in Albuquerque right now, and we miss him like hell. I need him to come back soon. And then, all my friends, training partners at GBGMMA. They're awesome, super awesome. And Christopher Hilsjö will come with me to England and my fight there. It's good. He's the best as well.
Good support, that's what I like to hear. Then you got your people at home in Sweden. Give them a message, Obviously I don't speak fluent Swedish, but you can spit out some beautiful words, and I'm sure whatever you say, it'll sound beautiful.
Maybe. Fan, kolla på min match. Det streamas live tydligen, fick jag höra nu. Så kolla på matchen 7 maj i England. För fan.
You talking about Coca-Cola then, was it? I heard that.
No, I did some swear words and
wicked.
All positive.
You're allowed to swear, it's fine. Fuck it, it's great. Look, thank you so much, Cornelia, for your time today. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you, get to know you, and I will be tune in. Actually, well, I am actually here I'm actually home for that, so I can watch that as well. I can watch this pay-per-view. I can watch the event. It's on, like we said before, MMA TV Live. I will put the link up on the description as well. So for any of your friends or family who listen to this, they can see the description as well about where to go to. So I'll put that in there, so you can watch it live. Again, thank you for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure and joy.
You're welcome.